Hello everyone, my name is Michael Maddox. I am a certified health and wellness coach and self-published author. For today's helpful video, we are going to be discussing mindful eating using sushi as for the choice of meal. Unfortunately, I am not using my regular mic. It's either I gotta update my phone because the cord is broken, or I just get myself a universal mic for my other devices. So time to contemplate that. So for today's wellness tip, mindful eating. A lot of us don't actually practice this on a day-to-day basis, or at least a weekly basis, to be more intuitive with our eating and our food. We have built this cultural landscape of having this behavior reaction, like eating constantly on the go, or not adopting intermediate fasting, for example. And I believe that the benefits of mindful eating can be super beneficial when it comes to taking your time, letting your food properly digest, and actually chewing enough. You know, back in the day, they had to chew their food 100 times to just absorb the nutrients, because we do have enzymes on our tongue. So like the first micronutrient that gets broken down are carbohydrates. We have amylase on our tongue. And when we use mindful eating, we are primarily utilizing our senses, our sight, our smell, our taste, our hearing, our feel, as well as how we feel within our bodies at different levels. So for today, we are using sushi, and I want to just practice this. I try to, at least. I like to enjoy food. I'm a foodie. I love cooking. I can't wait to start cooking different meals when I move. If you're just starting out, I think can be beneficial to start something very easy to eat, something not so messy if you're not comfortable with getting messy, because that is what's going to happen when you start using your hands as eating. So my hands are cleaned. I just got out of the shower and washed them right beforehand, and I'm hungry as a horse. So our hearing, when we use our ears to be more mindful, intuitive, increasing awareness with our eating, we go to restaurants, right? For example, a lot of restaurants like to play music in the background, and certain type of music are played at certain type of restaurants, for example. And when they play the music, it enhances different types of feelings within our body, like taste, for example. We might hear a sound and have a different taste bud than someone else heard. So right now, I don't really have music. I have a fan going on right now. So for something like this, I'm going to eat one of each, and then I'm going to enjoy myself. So when we're using our hands, we are, we're holding it, we're feeling it, we're, feeling the texture. We're also, can feel a sauce if we wanted to. So like, I could do that, feel the sauce. And when we adopt mindful eating, we're actually becoming more appreciative with food. We aren't taking food for granted. We don't we don't enjoy food. And when we don't be mindful with our food, that causes an increase in hunger because we aren't satisfied. So when you utilize mindful eating, you're actually, using your senses, as well as using your senses to see if you're full or not. So like this one has avocado in there. Looks like, what is that? Celery, I think. And crab meat. So when we are using our taste buds, we're just feeling for different textures, we're feeling for taste, different spices, for instance. See, I feel like Feel the sauce. I do feel mostly the rice. I didn't really get the crab meat at all. Mm-mm. I could taste a little bit of the sesame seeds as well. So for this one, let's use our smell. So when we're eating, you know, we could smell the food. So I do smell the sauce. And a little bit of the onion crisp. And when I get closer, I can smell the rice a little bit and a little bit of the seaweed. It's a bit sticky. And then when we're visualizing it, you know, we see the crispness of it. Oh, there's crab meat bits in there. Also, when I look at the meal, I could maybe smell what I'm looking at as well. And then last but not least, this roll. You know, the vibrant colors, I can see the crab meat in there. There's not a whole lot of flavor, so I'm kind of like unsatisfied with it looking at it, and I really don't want to eat it, you know? But I like sushi, and I'm going to eat it because I know I'm going to enjoy it. However, when we are mindful, when we are eating, we're determining if we want it or not. We're actually listening to ourselves and becoming more intuitive if we're satisfied. Mm. Mm. I'm satisfied. I tasted the crab meat a lot more than the onion one. I don't have another powerful enhancer of my taste bud. So like I taste the onion a lot more in the other one with the lack of the crab meat. But without the other texture and the other flavor, I was able to taste the crab meat a little bit better. And now, when we get to this last part, see how much I have left? I'm still hungry. I can feel it in my stomach. Do I want to continue eating it? Maybe a little bit. But we don't actually, because when we look at a meal, we're like, oh, I gotta finish that. Well, no, you don't have to finish it. You could have it to go. That's a lot. Like looking at that, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, well, like I know I can eat it. But that's it for today's video, and I hope you all enjoyed on mindful eating. I do have a podcast episode at Puzzling Minds Podcast on all main platforms. If you are interested in listening more about mindful eating and what it benefits for yourself, different questions to ask yourself when you're eating a meal. So thank you all and have a great day.